Well, you getting deep now.
So this is the crux of the
Yes,
matter.
sir.
Right? So when you see dead Black bodies in the streets, and when you see hashtags, and when you see people who are incarcerated treated as though they are no longer human, and when you see Palestinian people being called animals, and when you see people being abused and assaulted and mistreated at the hands of people who claim the name of Jesus, how do you think that makes God feel? So if the love of God is that deep, the justice of God must be that serious.
My. Come on, Pastor. Wow.
So this is why we cannot play. This is why we talk about justice, because it presupposes that the love of God, it assumes that the love of God is that great for his creation.
Yeah.
That if his creation is violated, that God will seek to do justice on their behalf, not just to restore, but to repair that which has been taken away from them. And so this is why I think it is very crucial for us to keep saying this, because it is the most loving thing we can do to tell a generation of Christians and to tell an entire stream of Christianity that God not only loves us, and God not only loves all of us, but God seeks to make right that which you have made wrong. And so it is a loving warning to the people. You don't want to be on the other end of that. Can you imagine if someone wrongs our children, how we respond? Because we love them that much.
Right.
We want to make it right
Right.
by any means necessary. Sometimes it's like, whoa, you got to hold yourself back. That kid is 8, like it's like, what? But by any means necessary, right? Because we love them, and that's how God views us.
This conversation brings new significance to the verse that says, how can you say you love God but hate your neighbor, right? Because the foundation is God's love, God's expansive love for us, that when we are captured, engrossed, enchanted by God's love for us as individuals, ourselves, then we have the responsibility and the joy of loving others as well. But it also says, if we are harboring hate, or if we are apathetic about the harms done to our neighbors, in other words, we're apathetic about justice, what does that say about how we love God?
This is why we talk about justice so much, because we realize that there are people who ascribe, who look at Christian apathy to their mistreatment, their wrongdoing, and the mistreatment and wrongdoing in the world, and they charge it to the account of God. Because they say, if Jesus's followers don't care, does Jesus? These are the stakes.
Yeah.
This is why we talk about a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. When you look at injustice, and when you look at dead bodies, and when you look at mistreatment, and when you look at disparities, and you just assume, oh, well, that's not, we don't need, that's a slippery,
political,
no.
that's
when
social,
you label it as non-important, what you are communicating is the God you worship and the God you serve doesn't care either.
Right.
That's how people interpret it.
Right.
And so we're standing up saying, no, God not only sees, God knows, and God cares, and justice is not optional. Justice is a command.
And when we do justice, we witness to the love of God.